Hieroglyphics.
Yeah, it's pretty like the T-Rex gopher.
Very detailed.
For Jacob. Yeah. I just don't even really... What is the mug of for Tommy? Oh. I get the burger. That's just this burger.
He's 21.
Oh, so he can drink, so there is a mug of beer.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
And then it says minus musical note and then a plus sign.
Yeah, I was going to add something, forgot what it was. That's for making me listen to stuff about Glee.
Yeah, minus.
I think that's on Mitch.
Yeah, I don't think I was the one who brought Glee up. If that's working against me.
Sorry, you can't revise.
What?
There's
is
no
that
revising on a
a
whiteboard,
scar
okay?
or like a tear?
Can't erase.
Oh, yeah.
Broken jaw?
I'm assuming that's going to lead
Cheekbone.
to possible problems later in life. Dental bills are big, so.
Oh, jeez.
Sorry, dude.
And then P. Lungs. Those are lungs.
Those are lungs.
That's for the
What?
asbestos, right?
Oh, so he doesn't have any lungs.
But that's a
Okay.
minus for you. Sorry.
No, the pluses
No.
and minuses don't put
That's
too much
for
stock in
Hannah.
those.
That's like more Hannah's.
Yeah. If anyone knows as much about math, when you add a negative value, it's the same as subtracting. So you don't know if like the signs in front of these are negative or not.
Makes perfect sense.
I don't think that's right.
Yes. And then finally the P for Zach. The letter P, I think.
Yeah, what is that?
Oh, that's for taking the passes in his classes.
Oh.
Oh.
Gotcha.
Utilizing his options.
And so that's a
We're law
positive?
students. We're supposed to, take advantage of, the resources given to us, and I like to do that. So,
Like I said, I did not. The plus does not indicate it's a positive feature.
that's a feature.
All right, let's go ahead and take a break, and then we'll be right back shortly.
Before we begin, please visit us on social media at Cold Call Lawcast. You can find us on Twitter, Facebook, and Instagram. Tell us what you think of our podcast or ask us a question.
All right, welcome back to the Cold Call Lawcast. Guys, how is it going so far? Not worried too much. I saw some thumbs up, right?
Half-hearted.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, no, we forced their
Confident.
thumbs up. It's okay.
Mitch, I'm not too worried because I know love finds a way. You can't force it.
Perfect. That's a great response, Tom. All right, we got some kind of rapid fire questions. We'll just go around and ask each of you guys to just talk about what are some of your interests and hobbies outside of law school. So let's start over here with Jacob.
So what are my hobbies outside of law school?
Yes. What do you like to do outside of law school? Like
when I have time.
when you and Abby go on a date and everything, and you're trying to impress her.
Oh God.
What do you say?
Well, certainly none of my
thing
hobbies.
You say you love doing?
Probably none of my hobbies if it's going to be a date, but
Wait, I want to hear about the hobbies.
well, being a giant nerd, just yesterday, me and my friends from law school played Dungeons and Dragons, as one does when you're a nerd. Otherwise,
I did that one time.
So it's a perfect match.
yes, yes. Otherwise, I like to go to concerts and sleep.
What
Okay.
kind of music?
Recently, EDM.
Abby?
I'm very ambivalent about EDM.
I feel like a trashy person for liking it, so it's fine.
There's good music everywhere, and I can't judge.
Abby's
But what EDM? Be more specific.
The good
Recently, terrible music. That's
Okay, good.
Generally, that's the
You
genre.
know, it can be fun.
Yeah, it can be. It's a waste of money, though.
Wait, you spend money on it?
Generally, that's how you get into concerts. Is you spend money on tickets.
Like raves.
Basically, yeah,
Okay.
yeah.
That's
Just
true.
less drugs.
You can try to get in for free if you're a girl.
Terrible. Sexist.
Zach, go ahead.
So
hobbies. Okay.
I mean, I play rugby. I'm not really sure if that counts as a hobby, but I still do that. I like spending time outside. So if I get the chance to go on a hike or something like that, big fan of that. Also, I really like to eat ice cream. So ice cream is always like a perfect date idea. So I can go on a date, get some ice cream, hike around, have some fun like that. So yeah.
What kind of ice cream?
Let's get more specific.
All the ice cream. But I prefer chocolate-based ice creams. So anything like chocolate with more chocolate, fudge, salted caramel is always a clutch flavor.
Do you have a favorite Minneapolis, St. Paul?
I have a ranking of the Minneapolis and St. Paul.
Quick ranking, please.
Ice cream on my Twitter, but off the top of my head, if I can remember them.
Okay, so you're really into ice cream.
Yeah, I really like 90% of my tweets are about ice cream and food, and the other 10% is like me going on rants about stupid stuff that no one cares about.
Perfect.
Negative points.
But I probably go Sebastian Joe's is my top ice cream place. Nelson's is up there because that's cheap and you get a large amount of ice cream.
Is that the one like kind of in St. Paul, and you get child size and it's too much?
Yeah.
You can
and then there's
the family with the small.
Yeah.
Or
it's
one
like
large person.
It's like a red Solo cup size, and then they just stuff it, and then they stuff it some more. Izzy's is overrated in my opinion.
Yes.
You're dead to me.
Yeah.
It's expensive. There's
It's
an
way
Izzy's
too
right by
expensive,
my
and you don't
house.
get that much ice cream, and their waffle cones aren't that good.
Their ice cream is just okay, honestly.
And their ice cream, meh. Milk Jam Creamery is very solid, even though there's usually a long wait in the summer, which is kind of disappointing compared to like a place like Sebastian Joe's. And then the bottom of the list is the place I can't think of off the top of my head. So
That's
there's a
what's on
reason
the
on the bottom of the
Target
list.
freezer aisle.
All right, go ahead, Tommy.
All right, so some of my hobbies. Well, I'm very big into sports, football, basketball, baseball. I mean, I could watch that all day. Also, before coming to law school, I was an avid reader. Now I do every once in a while, but considering the nature of the schoolwork.
What kind of books?
What kind of book? Mainly historical books, but I also love The Great Gatsby, one of my favorite books of all time. Ooh,
What
okay,
was
well,
that?
can I
I like The Great Gatsby. It's like depressing as hell. That's
Yeah,
why
very, very. That's kind of my brand. I like to read things that make me feel
I just
better.
like books where people get hit by cars. No spoilers or anything.
Wait,
Also,
what?
also
Wait, what?
as a typical law student, I'm John Grisham is one of my favorite authors.
Who's that?
John Grisham, he is probably the most famous legal fiction writer. He's got a lot of Pelican Brief, Rogue Lawyer is my favorite one. But yeah, I do a little bit of reading. Anything at the ocean. I'm always up for long walks on the beach. I'll just read you my Tinder profile, and I'm down for anything. If you're an adrenaline junkie, if you want to go skydiving, I'd be down for that. Chasing sharks, whatever.
Maybe not skydiving. I really feel no need to go skydiving, but like other things.
What about diving in like a ball pit?
No.
Oh, at Chuck E. Cheese, yeah, forget about it.
I got kicked out last time I
Forget
tried
about
that.
it. That's first date for me. That's typical first date for me.
Chuck E. Cheese.
That's a Sunday afternoon for me.
I'm a regular at Chuck E. Cheese.
I have a season pass.
Yeah, maybe not say.
The whole
Maybe
staff is
we'll
on
edit that
notice.
Did you guys know the Chuck E. Cheese actually? There's like a really depressing. The mouse has like a backstory.
I don't want to hear it.
It's,
I don't want to hear
I
it.
don't remember it well enough, but I know it's something really depressing about him being
hope it
like
kills
a
your childhood.
destitute mouse.
Yeah, no, this
I'll read
will.
that
This
again,
this will
maybe.
ruin my.
Yeah,
I'm not.
I'll look
I'm
it
not
up.
psychologically ready to hear anything
You
bad
said
about Chuck E. Cheese.
Destitute, right?
Yes.
Okay, good.
Is that why they changed the mouse? The I saw the mouses. They're using a different character now.
You seem very, very.
You actually know. I don't know.
Well, I'm emotionally invested now. It's like finding out
Chuck E.
Zaboomafoo
Cheese
Did
died.
original Chuck E.
Closed?
Cheese die?
The mouse was an orphan.
That's
Oh my
not a
god,
sad
we're getting
story.
That's not
we're
that-
getting breaking news that the poor mouse from Chuck E. Cheese was orphaned.
And he did
And
well
look
for
at what he
himself.
did
That's a
with
story of
himself.
success.
His wife left him with child support and no kids on every other weekend.
Who can like
Someone
him
has a
up?
future family law.
So, getting on to our next question. So, what's a special talent of yours? Let's stay with Tommy.
Oh, special talent I have. I'm a great listener. I give excellent massages. Let me think. What else? I'm incredibly caring. Very. I would say very romantic.
Bro, those aren't talents. Come on. Can you like touch your nose to your like tongue?
Oh yeah, I have the longest tongue in the world, and that is not a joke. I can show.
All right, prove it. Prove it.
Holy Oh my god!
All right, it's pretty. That's,
Jesus.
It's like semi-kiss, like.
So is that a
Yeah.
talent? I never
I
considered
think
that a
it's-
talent.
I think it's a talent. I don't know.
Well,
What
thank
do
you. So I guess that'll be on top of all those other attributes. That's my talent.
No.
Go ahead, Zach.
I wouldn't say I have a lot of talents. I mean, I'm a great listener, but I'm more or less I'm more or less really good at making fun of myself, if that counts as a talent. Because it's more fun to make fun of yourself because you know yourself the best, so you might as well be the one making fun of yourself instead of having everyone else make fun of you. And lightens the mood, keeps everyone in good spirits. I'm here to please the people.
And so, what do you usually make fun of yourself about?
All of it. My lack of sometimes trying in in law school and studying. My family decided to have a running joke that I'm illiterate, and that one's just kind of just caught on and spun out of control.
Yes, I love that joke. JTY has that joke.
Just like, are you illiterate?
Yeah. There was a kid she said that couldn't read the whole
like
semester.
I don't know
They're
where
so
it came from,
excited.
but my sister one day she went into my room for some reason and she saw I had a bookshelf and she's like, "Why does Zach have a bookshelf? He doesn't even know how to read." And my family has now taken that and spun it into the ground, and it's actually now become a lot more fun to use in general settings.
I'm sure
my
it was
friend,
painful the first few years.
Yeah. I got over it. I got thick skin. And then a few weeks ago, my friends decided, out of the blue, randomly, to come up with the idea that Zach's illiterate. So that kind of been sticking around a while.
Okay, so
are
Zach
you
can't-
actually? So these arose separately, and you are affirming that you are not in fact illiterate.
I can read.
Okay. So that's
so.
I can read. I do
Actually,
know there
though,
are words
if
on
you-
a page. Sometimes
think-
what they say, is up for discussion, but there are words on the page.
That's good. But also, not being able to read is a really rebellious, anarchist act. Anti-state makes you less legible by the structures that hold us in, So
You can't control
it could
me.
be,
I'm
it
here
could be
to-
an
I'm
asset.
here to
to
change the
how you
world.
s-
Disruptive
how you
innovation.
spin it. Yeah.
Hell yeah, Abby.
Yeah.
Yeah, we're into dudes who don't even know how to speak.
Sovereign citizens.
So if a dog became a person and didn't know how to speak, that's what you really want. That's what I'm hearing here.
I think it's communication in some manner. It doesn't have to be verbal.
You have to stop
That's
learning after
kind of
third
important,
grade.
but it doesn't matter how.
So smoke signals are fine, but okay.
I got a new boyfriend. He doesn't
long as
even
it's
talk. What do you got?
But to be honest, that seems like it's every woman's dream, right?
They just
Guy
want him to
just
be
does what
around
they
and
say.
just talk to him for days and just have him be a great listener. And I'm halfway there, so
Go ahead. Go ahead, Jacob. Do you remember the question?
Can you repeat it, please?
What's a special talent of yours? It's
I don't have any.
It's hard to beat
Hey.
not being able to read. So.
Yeah, that's pretty hard to beat. I guess I'm an above average dancer, maybe.
Oh.
I was a featured dancer in my school's musical, so
What kind of...
Tort?
So
yeah.
basically Glee.
Yeah. I'm also the treasurer.
You're the treasurer of Tort. Tort has money? How much money Tort has?
I can't disclose that. amount.
So we got two of the tort people.
Yeah, we
here.
have Will.
Will.
Will O'Connor. He was on here.
He was here.
Gave you
And
guys.
Christina was on there.
Oh,
Christina is in
Christina's in
Tort?
Tort?
Have we
Yeah,
basically
she
had
was
She was a
everybody...
dancer.
Have we had everybody from Tort on our show
I'm gonna
now?
guess no, because there's a lot of
No.
people.
It's
Okay.
a lot of people. Yeah.
Also, Walter Mondale was on Tort once.
Quite a few
Oh, really?
times. He's
Quite a few times.
Cameo.
So until we get him in, we got some work to do.
Wait a second, Walter Mondale. I mean, there's a pretty famous Walter
The
Mondale.
Walter Mondale.
Yeah, the
The
Walter
Walter
Mondale,
Mondale,
the
yes.
vice
Okay.
president.
Just wanted to make sure that
what our
Oh, yeah.
school's building is named after.
Okay.
And our hockey team.
The Fighting Mondales,
Fighting
yes.
Mondales.
He's no burger, but you know.
No, Mitchell Hamline is the fighting eel pouts, and if you don't know what an eel pout is, it's a fish, and you can look it up.
St. Thomas is the Fighting Apostles, and we actually win the Golden Gavel, so I think we're the only one around here that can talk about how talented our hockey team actually is.
Oh yeah, I mean, ours consists of 5 guys maybe. So, and our team mascot is this ugly ass fish that lives in Minnesota. And
Fun fact, I believe a hockey team starting lineup has to be 6. The fact we have 5 disadvantage for us.
Yes, and I'm accurate on that too.
Yeah, it must be nice at St. Thomas they have all that extra time to study because their homework's so easy, or all that extra time to practice.
I mean, we don't practice. We get really lucky and have a guy who played at Harvard, so it makes things a lot easier.
Do they even hockey at Harvard?
Harvard has a hockey team?
Harvard has hockey. They're really good.
Uh-huh.
Well, I am.
Oh yeah, now.
Don't you know?
All right, well,
No.
Jacob, you just got plus disco ball, so it's looking pretty, it's looking competitive.
We're
Closest
halfway.
to mine is you already said don't mean anything, so.
I said